championship, but he still trails by 3 frames.
Well, dramatic stuff. How will that miss affect the rocket? And indeed, how will it alter Murphy's mindset from here on in? Into frame 22 we go. We're well into it. Ronnie ahead by 8.
That looks good. If it keeps on running, he's found a gap again, believe it or not.
Oh dear, this is tough.
It might be a guide to take the pot on, because if he tries the safety shot, he'll cannon into the black. I don't think there's any other option only to have a go this time, because the safety shot's not available to him. Another key shot coming up. That is an unbelievable pot once again under the circumstances. Some of the shots that Shaun Murphy has pulled out here, it was a guide that time, but he cued that so well.
Yellow ball.
Playing the yellow because that would avail better position, so the yellow will come back on the table. And he's just gone favourite to claw another frame back.
3.
Oh, he's overscrewed it. That's adrenaline. That's pure adrenaline there, Willie.
Wow, I don't believe that.
Now that can happen here in the Crucible Theatre. The adrenaline is pumping through that young man's body, and he just overscrewed that. The cloths are so lively, and under pressure, it's so easy to do that.
Shaun Murphy 5.
But played a relatively good safety shot. There's no easy safety for Ronnie here because he'll be cutting the green towards the left-hand corner.
That's not the best. He needed to be near the cushion. When you let the object ball go into the middle of the table, you need to get a good cue ball. Now, can he pull another fantastic pot out to keep himself in this year's World Championship? You bet he can. This is amazing. Some of the pots that Shaun Murphy's pulling off here, well, they're quite incredible.
Well, we've seen 3 of the best pots under pressure we've seen ever, and yet we've seen 3 or 4 of the easiest shots missed ever. Incredible potting. So he's going to need the pink, and he's left the pink probably at distance. He doesn't really want to have to play the pink with the rest. Yes, he can get close to the pink, but would he rather have his hand on the table playing the long pink or use the rest? There's your answer. He wants to have his hand on the table. This frame ball to stay in the championship. Well, this is quite an incredible match now. Both players have had chances. Both players have missed some balls. But Shaun Murphy in that frame potted 2 or 3 of the best pressure balls I've ever seen. He still trails, though, 12-10.
Yes, some inspired and courageous play from the world number 6. And after a pretty subdued start to this match on Saturday, the blue touch paper has been well and truly lit now, hasn't it? Into the next we go. Ronnie to play.
He couldn't have played it any better, but there's still a pot on, the one to the left of the bunch. I'm not sure if this one passes into the right corner pocket. If that goes, Ronnie was maybe hoping to glance off that other red. So this is a chance.
One.
He'd love to be able to pot the pink. But I don't think he is on the pink. Or maybe he is. It's an easier pot than the black.
Just 2 inches too hard to make
7.
it an absolute perfect shot, just to roll this in for the black. I don't know. Let's have a little look what angle he has on this red, to whether he can do it without kissing the red on the cushion. No, he's okay. He can just play the straightforward roll through.
8.
And this is a great chance for 12-11. Hasn't made a sizable break this evening yet. His highest break this evening has only been 41, but boy, he's made up with that with some pressure pots. What he wouldn't give for a 73 or above from here.
15. 16. 23. 24.
Lots of noise from next door on the other table. Sean Murphy is in his zone now. He's not hearing
31.
a thing. He's just potting balls. And this is a man probably inspired because he thought he was out of this year's World Championship, and he's
32.
had a terrible contact there, which has spoiled it slightly. But I think, Willie, he's playing. I mean, it's brilliant to see him play like this, but he thought he was out of this year's championship, and every credit for this performance.
Yeah, absolutely, Dennis. And the kick he got there has just made this awkward, because he's going to be hampered by both the reds. He's going to be queuing over the reds. Now, if he could get his hand down, this black would be a certainty, but the fact that he's having to almost play a little stun shot here, I don't think he'll just play it plain ball. He'll try and stun behind those 4 reds, all pot in this left-hand corner, the same pocket as the black. We can just get through. That made such a big difference, the fact that he could queue through those reds. If he had to queue over them, that would have been very difficult.
39.
But it's a good job he played this black slow. Wouldn't have gone in.
40.
Just underhit that slightly. Another
47.
3 or 4 inches. He had 2 very easy reds.
Well, this is his highest break of the evening session. Made a barrage of small 30s and 40s. What a time to get your highest break of the
48.
evening.
Well, he didn't want to be dead straight any side of the blue, but the green will get him on that red. He's dead straight on this. He'll have to screw back off the cushion.
51. 52.
Oh, what an amazing match this is turning out to be.
This is the key positional shot, isn't it? If it goes right, it should be under frame. And it's gone right.
Absolutely
56.
amazing what we're watching here. And there is the crucible
56.
pressure telling one more time. A couple of pots away from getting back to just 1 frame behind. Well, who knows how this frame's going to finish.
That could have just given Ronnie O'Sullivan the confidence he needs, seeing Shaun Murphy miss a pressure ball. Ronnie's already missed 3 or 4 pressure balls. That's the first real pressure ball Shaun's missed in this evening's session. That could just, like I say, give him that little bit of confidence here to make the counteract clearance for frame and match.
Eight.
Well, after what's happened, if he does make a clearance here, it'll be one of the best clearances you could ever wish to see.
9.
I'm not sure if the red next to the pink is so close to it that it doesn't pot, but he's got a few more to pot before he worries about that one.
Yes, he has an angle to play the cannon here if he wanted to on that red. There you see the line, it was coming down, but he's purposely played for the gap. Maybe the red pot's in the middle, that's why he didn't play the little cannon.
14.
Yeah, I don't think you want to be playing little cannons at this stage because it's so easy to slip out of position.
$15.
He may have to play a cannon now to hold the cue ball. He's not on the black as he intended, so it might help him here. Beautifully played. I think that red next to the pink must be available into one
22.
of the pockets.
23.
We'll find out after this next shot. It goes to the middle. And what a clearance this will be if he can pull it
30.
off.
Well, he's 34 behind, so he needs every ball.
31.
Every ball is on.
You would normally say it's a formality, but you can't say that after we have witnessed what's
37.
gone on in the previous couple of frames.
38.
Key shot coming up here. Shaun knows if Ronnie drops on the yellow perfectly. And that looks pretty good. Needs to pull up a little bit.
44. 46.
Well, I think if he does clear the balls here, there'll be an unbelievable noise in the Crucible Theatre. A lot of it for Shaun
49.
Murphy because of the fight he's put up here. 4 more pots and Shaun is out of this year's championship.
53.
I don't think I've ever enjoyed a session as much as this. This has been awesome. It's had everything.
58.
Has he overscrewed it slightly? Not the best angle. Had to play it with loads aside, and oh, this
64.
is a twitchy black. You can't get your breath. What a pot to
Settle
put
down,
yourself
please.
in the
Thank you.
quarter-final. That is a fantastic pot under the circumstances. These two players have given it a fantastic match, and it's nice to see them having a chat there. A lot of rivalry between them. Shaun Murphy made an unbelievable comeback. From 12-8 behind, he nearly pulled it off. Ronnie would be relieved after missing that easy red, and he goes through to play John Higgins in the quarter-final, 13-10.
It was pretty tense, you know, and you know, it was a few balls were missed, and you know, lots of chances out there. So you know, just relieved to get over the line in the end.
I really enjoyed the match. Really good match to round off what's been a great season for me. I've won 3 tournaments. I've really enjoyed the snooker. Supported the new tour 100%, and I've had a great time. I would have been disappointed to have, you know, lost 13-12 on the black. How I lost could have been better, but I only came for the trophy, and you know, I've not got it.
I know I'm not going to get 3 and 4 chances against John, so I have to pick my game up from somewhere and try and give him some sort of game. But you know, it's a tough game, but we're at the World Championships. They're all tough here.
What a match. I'm sure you enjoyed that one at home. We'll be talking